guys, and welcome back to Hearthstone with me, Hollow. It's been a little while. It's been over like a week or two or something like that. It's been a while since we played some Hearthstone. Now, I have just been busy playing other games. You know, there's no other way to say it. I've just been playing, you know, H1Z1. I've been playing a lot of CS:GO, trying to get good at that. I'm golden over 3 at the moment. I'm quite proud of like my progress that I've been making in that game. Playing a lot of WoW, raiding, and all that. And basically, I've just been playing other things, and I've had that craving. You know, I've been missing it. You know, I played a couple of games every day or so, and yeah, I'm currently rank 12, which is definitely not good, being that it is near the end of the season today. We have like 5 days or something left like that, and yeah, I just wanted to sort of just play some Hearthstone and upload it, because it's been a while, you know. I just want to chill out, play, talk to you guys, you know, go talk about some stuff. It's just a fun game to play, isn't it? You know, there's no way around that fact. It's just a good game. So what we're going to be doing today is looking at Hype's new sort of tempo rogue. I'm not actually giving it a proper name for some reason, but yeah, it's really interesting. I think it's really cool. It's like this new style of tempo with GVG, and you guys know me. I really love this card, Iron Sensei, and I've always wanted to find a way to make it work and be viable, and every time I've tried, I've been like, yeah, this is just not, you know, it's too much setup. It is too much setup. So, what I have chosen to do is play this deck, this tempo deck. I saw it, it had the Iron Sensei, it had some cool combos, and I was like, yes, alright. And wow, I didn't think of that, you know, stuff like that. Because he's a professional Hearthstone player, he sort of thinks of better things than I do. So, let's start. So we have 2 backstabs, 2 eviscerates, and a sap. You know, these are normal things for like a tempo style rogue. Now, the Annoyatrons and Mech Warpers are really interesting because, you know, you can do a lot with a Mech Warper, but the fact that it's a 2 mana 2/3 it's a solid standard card that you run in a lot of decks. You know, a 2/3 for 2 is good. But the fact that it makes mechs cost 1 less is a great thing and can be insane. If you get two of them out at once, any 2 mana mech now costs 0 mana, or, you know, whatever. A 5 mana mech costs 3 mana now. It's kind of a big deal. It's really good value. So a lot of people are trying to kill these as quickly as possible. That's why we're running things like Annoyatron, because it protects the Mech Warper and the Micro Machines. The Fan of Knives is just a nice AoE. It draws a card. We have Big Game Hunter because the current meta is a lot of big stuff. You know, like, oh man, Dr. Boom is everywhere, dude. Dr. Boom is everywhere. And, you know, 7 damage minions are just a thing right now with, you know, Control and hand Warlock, hand lock. There we go. Jesus, I don't know what the hell happened there. Got the Harvest Golem, we got the Iron Sensei. We're only running 1 because it can end up having 2 in your hand, and it's just a pain in the ass. It's not something you want to top deck. Awesome combo, but having 2, I can totally understand why everyone would want to, but if you have 2 in your hand at the start of the game, it can be a problem. You know, you don't want it. SI Agent's a solid card for tempo, you know, just in general. But here's the great thing: the Arcane Nullifier is a great card. It slows down, it protects, you know, all that. But it synergizes so well with the Iron Sensei, dude, so well. Then we have more mechs here that synergize with the Sensei. Pilot Shredder is just a great 4-drop. We've got the 5-drop here for a bit of spell power if we need it. You know, we have some spells, and also it's just a draw card. Then we have the Bomb Lobbers because they're awesome. We have Lotheb because he's good. There's a lot of taunts right now with Ramp Druid being effective right now. So we got the Black Knight, we've got Sprint because card draw, and we've got Ragnaros as a finisher and just as a late game card. You know, it's good to have. But I must say that he is running Dr. Boom because Dr. Boom's amazing, and he is running the new Rogue Legendary. Where is he? I just went past him. He was right there. The Trade Prince Gallywix. And it's hard to know the value of this card because, you know, ultimately, you don't know if your opponent has spells and you're stopping spells because you played a Trade Prince. There's no real way to know that unless it's like making really obvious plays. So those 2 cards are in his deck, and I would have them in my deck if I had them. But right now, as you can see, I don't have the dust for that, and I don't have Dr. Boom, and I don't have Trade Prince, so they are not in the deck. Because of that, I decided to hop in a Recombobulator because we are actually running a few interesting cards, such as the Azure Drake, which is a 5 mana 4/4. There's better 5-drops in terms of stats, and the 5 mana Bomb Lobber, which is a 3/3 for 5. Its battle cry is amazing, but you want to recombobulate it if you can, because a 3/3 for 5 is not that good. You could get a Lotheb, you could get a Sludge Belcher, you know, things like that. You could get a Azure Drake, that's just slightly better, you know. Black Knight, again, because the meta, you know, he always goes in. But yeah, I'm literally just running the Recombobulator because it's quite nice synergy, and I do not have Dr. Boom, and I don't have Tread Prince Gallywix, so I put in a second Micro Machine. I was thinking of putting in a second Harvest Golem. One of the best ways to sort of deal with when you don't have the cards that you need for the deck, you don't have the dust or whatever, you see what they have, and if they've only got one of something, like they've only got one Harvest Golem and you don't have a Dr. Boom, then just run a second Harvest Golem, you know? You don't have to put in other legendaries, you just sort of fix the card in the deck, because you can see that, you know, the Harvest Golem works. The Harvest Golem fits into the deck, so you can run a second one and be completely fine with that. So, let's see how we do in the first game then, shall we? Micro Machines is good, because you can't Fire Blast it. Piloted Shred is okay. Yeah, it'll do. Alright, that's kind of pointless, but I mean, I guess it's not a 5-drop, but I'm not going second, which is a bit of a shame. You know, as a rogue, especially Tempo Rogue, you always want to have that coin, you know? The coin that he, or she, whatever, just used. You kind of want to have. Find out the unstable portal. Are you going to play it on turn 1? If they don't play it on turn 1, you're always afraid. You know, it's annoying when they get something on turn 1 and whatever and play it. But it's more scary when they get something they can't play, because what did they just get? How big of a threat is it that it's reduced mana cost? 3 less is too expensive, you know? Then again, they did have 0 mana, right? So that's probably why. Alright. I'd like to play the SI Agent, but I really don't need to. This is going to die, and I really don't think they're going to be able to do much with 1 mana, to be perfectly honest with you, on this turn here, which is fine. Then we have the Piloted Shredder. I could slow them down with an Arcane Nullifier, but, you know, the Piloted Shredder is probably the better play. Alright, down to 1 mana. So your hand's getting quite full there. Not sure what type of mage you are. You're running Unstable Portals, which does give me at least an inkling that you're maybe not a Frost Mage. Turn 5, what am I going to do? Probably weapon up SI Agent Backstab. So, I shall use this last charge of the weapon. Always plan around your weapon. It's very important you get as much value of this as you can. Alright, so it could... No, it wasn't that. That was 4 mana. I can backstab that. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect on the mana curve, isn't it? So, boom, boom, and boom. Perfection! That's quite nice. So that's the first damage I've taken in this game. And as you can see, the tempo-style rogue is controlling the tempo. That's sort of the point. It's very important that you keep the tempo. So these are really important cards. You know, these are the tempo cards in the deck, you know. The Black Knight, it swings through and stops that annoying taunt. Ooh. That was lucky, I guess. Yes, it was. Because it hit the one that can come back. And I still have a minion in play for this turn. So, I suppose it doesn't really matter. You know, I could make this 3 mana, but it's not going to do anything. I think I'm going to weapon up. Let's not throw this away. We don't really need to play it yet. This prevents that from dying at least a little bit. And I can just weapon up again. So this works on curve. I don't completely empty my hand. Don't show them everything I've got. And we do have a nice 1 damage AoE draw cards, which can be useful with the dagger. You know, this is the only AoE we actually have in the deck, which is a bit of a shame. That's a probably sap target. I mean, it's only 4 mana, right? Maybe it's not a sap target. You can't even get through this. You can't even target it. So I don't really need to sap that, actually, at all. Okay, that's interesting. That is a bit of damage. It's 2, it's 3. It's kind of awkward damage, actually. Maybe I should zap it. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. This is actually the damage that I'm missing. So let's say I swing through. It's on 5. We swing this in. It's on 3. Boom, boom. It's dead. Sure. Sure, that sounds fine to me. Let's see what we draw if we're going to do that. Eviscerate. That's kind of what I was looking for, to be honest. It is quite nice, this. Yes, this is. And he can waste a bit of mana and only have 5 mana for the next turn. And I guess I'll weapon up again. Again, we were trying to save cards like this, you know. I'd like to synergize it and pull out like a mech for cheaper or whatever, but it is important that I keep these low mana cost cards to activate these combo cards, as always, as a rogue. You're looking cold there, Valera. You okay? So that is why we are running the Damn, I was pretty confident there for some reason that I was gonna get the the big game hunter. Oh well. So we need to deal with the bombs. You know, I could hurt him in the face for what, 4, 6, I guess, but I don't really need to do that. I was thinking about sapping that, but that's not good because the battle cry is kind of amazing. So we're dealing with these. How do we want to deal with them? Do I want a bomb lobber? Kinda, yeah. But I'm not going to have enough mana to do it and use the SI agent, which is something I really want to do. Shame I'm frozen right now, isn't it? Big shame. Well, this is dead anyway, so we may as well find out. But I kind of want it to be a target for one of these explosions. And a bomb lobber could backfire here and not hit the right target. So we'll play the Mech Warper. Play this. See if it hits one of these. See if it hits one of these. I don't know. Okay, hit me in the face. That's fine. There we go. That is fine. And then we have the taunt. And I'm just going to weapon up because why not? Why not? So that worked out quite well. It did occur to me that I should have 100% attacked with these, the 2 things that I could attack with first in case they died. That was stupid. Alright, so that's probably going to be a Black Knight. Wow, he got Bolvar 4 Dragon, and it's not even that strong. Alright. Lotheb's pretty good. Maybe I should sap Bolvar. I should probably do that, yeah. That seems wise. Yeah, Bolvar goes back. It resets the Retribution, doesn't it? And I get a bit more damage through. Let's do that. Bit of a scary card.
Hey, lights out.
I can't weapon up, but well, it doesn't really matter. He's down quite low now, down to 8. It's looking pretty nice in this first game. Controlling that tempo. We do have a nice removal here on the... If it survives, if it doesn't trade and die or something, I don't know. Nice bomb lobber for the upcoming Bolvar or, I guess, Stocked Boom. Bolvar's probably not going to get played now, though. Frostbolt. Interesting. Is that an... Are you going to Ice Lance that? No, okay. You're going to get lucky. Yeah, you are. Okay, you didn't get mega lucky, but you did get lucky. Swamp Ooze. Well, normally that would annoy me, but I can kind of just press this button and it does the job. That's quite nice. Very close to kill shot here, actually. Very close. We'll play the Lotheb. We'll hang on to this. We're very close to kill shot. We are 4 away right now. Obviously, we have 5 from the Lotheb. We have 5 damage with the Eviscerate Dagger. I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to hang on here, but he does have some taunts, right? Probably. He's used 2 Senjin Shieldmasters, and I've dealt with them. So actually, he might not. The Polymorph! The 9-mana Polymorph! Oh boy, oh boy. I am sorry. I am sorry. That must have hurt. Alright, so I'm quite low as well, actually. Jesus. This is 4, this is 5, this is 6. It is not enough, and I don't want to trade into that because I'm hurt, so we're going to trade this. Do I play the Bomb Lobber just to get it out? It would make it so I have kill shot next turn. But that really shows that I'm doing something weird. You know what? Yes, I'm actually afraid that I'm just going to die on this turn. Fireball, fireball, ping. Well, no. What am I even talking about? Fireball, fireball, dead. So, I want to get as much damage out on the board now and end this game ASAP. Flame Cannon hits the right target, of course. And a Lotheb to stop my spells. Still can play it, but just barely I can still play it. Is that a game? It's 4, that's 5, that's 6. So close to game. So close to game, but it is not game. It's not game.
Here we go.
Look how close that is. I'm so tempted to just do it. But there's no reason to. There is no reason to. Like, there's no reason to do it. He doesn't die. And he's not going to be like life tap or something like that. You know, he's not a Warlock, so... Blizzard. Irrelevant if you don't taunt. I think I might have this game in the bag, guys. It was a little bit close, you know, he managed to slow me down a bit, but there you go, that is the first game, and it is a nice, successful win. Boom. Boom. There we go. There wasn't really a card in my deck that I couldn't have also used and eviscerated on that turn, you know, even if it was like the most expensive. I guess it could have been Ragnaros, but that probably would have won me the game as well, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, there's the first game. Let's hop into the next one, and yeah, that went really well. It was enjoyable. Went well. Went very well. So, yeah, you can kind of just get the gist of the deck now, I guess, from that game. You know, it's sort of control the tempo. You got a few tempo swing cards, like Black Knight, Sap, and all that. And, yeah, you just get as much value out of your cards as you can get. Now, we are against a Druid, so it's probably going to be Ramp. We're going to need a nice start to deal with that fact. This is potentially great. We do have the Annoyatron. We're looking for the Iron Sensei. Oh. If this was Iron Sensei, this would be really nice, dude. This would be really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is coin out the Annoyatron. Then that protects the Micro Machine. I'm going to try and get as much value out of that. Now, this is a risky play. This is a bit, admittedly, a bit forward. You know, I'm kind of like going all in there. But I just want to see if it works, because I do have a nice combo here. You know, this is a taunt. It protects the Micro Machine. The Micro Machine could really do a lot of damage. Wow, there's another Micro Machine. Now, if he has the Wrath here, obviously I'm disappointed, but we do have the second Micro Machine. So, again, potential greatness happening here. But it really depends on this turn and what he does now. Okay, so he's innovating to 5 mana as your Drake. Definitely don't want to sap that. The Recombobulate on this could be interesting. I'd probably rather save it. Bit of a shame I have to get rid of that as a Drake now with this, but it's too valuable, and it is definitely not a sap target. That is 5,000% not a sap target. So that really slowed my tempo down. It really did. You know, let's say I didn't trade and I went face. I now have a 1-2, and what is it? It would have been a 5. It would have been a 4-2 on his turn. And I got rid of his thing. So he would have raft and then traded and been fine. So I think I made the right call there. Not much changed, I don't think. So, what are we going to be doing? Oh. Arcane Nullifier is really not going to be protecting anything right now. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to play the Arcane Nullifier. Just attack and weapon up. Get the Micro Machine bigger and bigger and bigger as fast as possible. Turn 5 is going to be an awkward turn for me if I don't get lucky with some top decks or something. Because right now the hand is looking kind of weird. Wow, he's using a Mech Warper. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he isn't control or... Ooh. God, I got like a lot of my late game stuff right now. It's kind of annoying. The backstab kill on that's fine. The sap on that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm going to Arcane Nullifier, I believe. Yeah. This is nice because he trades there, whatever. I can finish it off with my dagger. Whatever it comes back with, I'm sure I can deal with. Really depends on what he's going to be doing with his bigger mana pool. You know, when he's got this, like, wider array of choices, my sap is going to be quite a big deal. Wow, he's Savage Roaring just to deal with that. Well, I guess he cleans my board, which is fine, but that feels like a bit of a waste to me. Viscerate kill, that's really not that great, is it? See what we get. That's fine. Kind of awkward, though. Shouldn't play it. Should not play the sap. This is a really bad turn for me. Really bad turn for me. I just didn't have anything to do on turn 6. As Tempo Rogue, that's really bad. I mean, now he's just played the Ancient of Law. He's getting further and further ahead. This is looking quite bad. I guess I just had a bad start. Yeah, that's really not what I was looking for. I can't really sap any of these. I mean, I can, but it's not that good. How much damage are we looking at right here? 8. Ooh, 12. That's quite bad. And if you Savage Roar, I'm dead. And he did already use one, which makes me think he has another one. Could Eviscerate to save myself. Kill that. Could Recombobulate. Kill that. It's really bad. Don't want to sap. But I could die here. So I guess my choice right now is I don't have a choice. I gotta sap that, which he's totally happy with. That sucks. I'm gonna squelch him before he, like, annoys me about it. And I guess I'll just go face. You know, that stops him from just killing me that turn. It's not like I'm gonna be able to save myself on the next turn, but if I think I'm dead, or very close to dead, or there's a high chance that I'm going to die, I may as well just use the cards that I have to try and prevent that. Buy myself an extra turn and just see what I get, you know? I have the sprint, which can pull me back if I empty my hand. But right now, I'm not looking at my empty my hand style of play. See, that's a better sap target. That's not. Don't worry, guys. I found a Black Knight target. There he is. You're a little bit late, if I'm honest with you. You're a little bit late. In fact, you're very late. Alright, hit the right target. That was not the right target. But I'm technically still alive based on what's on the board. Am I dead? Probably. But yeah, the Iron Sensei would have been amazing this game had I got it in the opening hand and turn instead of having that sap. You know, the 2 Micro Machines, the Neutron, you know, I had a really great start there if I got the Iron Sensei. It is amazing. It really makes the deck awesome. Okay, so I'm dead and he slow rolled me for some reason. There you go. There you go. So, 1 win, 1 loss. Let's play the third game. Let's see how we do. Come on, we can, we're at least rank 12. Solid deck. I mean, it's not like we are missing like a couple cards that are meant to be in the deck. The Dr. Boom and the Trade Prince. But honestly, neither of those would have really helped me there. So, was it bad play? Or was it unlucky draws or unfortunate draws? I don't know. You're bound to lose some games. I feel like this deck is weaker against the Ramp Druid, mostly because Ramp Druid has a lot of things to slow you down. That's why we do have the Sap, that's why we do have the Black Knight. Hey look, I was talking about this earlier, the double mech walker, double mech whopper for insanely cheap mechs. However, I have a Fan of Knives in my hand, not insanely cheap mechs. At least Fan of Knives is kind of amazing against Paladins, especially the Quartermaster Paladins. You know, the fact that you can just see them on turn 3 or 4, whatever it is, play the muster for battle and be like, haha, now I'm going to play the Quartermaster and you're fucked. Fan of Knives. Fan of Knives is going to be really, really important in this game, I think. We have to remember he does have the coin right now, so on turn 3 he can muster for battle, and on turn 4 he could Quartermaster, which is, I would say, probably the end of the game. However, he's coined now to turn 2, Knife Juggler. Not that great, to be honest. That's pretty good if I had an activator for it, but I don't. So this is pretty nice to get the portal open for the piloted Shredder. Let's hope we get lucky and he whiffs. Okay. Alright. So we'll go ahead and play this and trades. It's fine. That is quite a nice turn, actually. I'm happy with that. Then we do have the Mech Whopper and the Recombobulator for some interesting plays. Can trade and do something. I don't really want to Recombobulate that, though, to be honest. Alright, so we're up to turn 4 for him next turn. So he's going to want to muster for battle here. I'm going to hang on to this. I think I'm going to play the Mech Warper and Weapon. Now, the only reason I'm taking out this 2-1 instead of the 1-1 is because I'm expecting a muster for battle on this turn. I expect fully to be Fan of Knives. My next turn should be instant Fan of Knives, basically. My first priority. If he musters for battle, I suppose also if he reinforces. No, I can get rid of what he's got if he doesn't muster for battle. Awesome, cool. No need to Fan of Knives. That's quite the nice top deck. Top deck pull, whatever. I can deal. It'd be nice if I had a 2-mana play here. No doubt about that. Do I want to recombobulate the unstable ghoul? Just to deal with that. Not really, it's fine, isn't it? But it's quite a nice turn, this. I'm gonna need to.
You might feel a little tingle.
You might feel a little tingle, Mr. Ghoul. Oh boy! That's 2 damage across the board. That's quite bad for me. That's quite bad for me. Now I don't actually want to make this play. That's really bad. I can't believe that. That's so unlucky. Shit. Well, I mean, if he consecrates, it ruins me. I think I should just hang on.
Too soon. Here we go.
Yeah, I think I gotta hang on. I could have SI Agent there, but if he consecrates, it just wrecks me. So at very least, I want to like use his AoE to help me at least a little by killing his thing. There you go. So that worked out at least a little bit for me, and it was a good idea for me to not play the SI Agent because I'm going to need it now. He's playing the mech version of the Paladin, so I don't think he even has Quartermaster at this point. I mean, maybe he does, but I'm not 100%. So, thinking I'm not 100% on him having Quartermaster, I think I've got my play here. Alright.
This guy's toast.
It's the best way to do this. To not take much damage to my own face. There. There. And then there. We leave a... Do we care that a 2/2's alive that's making mechs cheaper? Or do we care that there's this free one? I think the mech's more of a problem for us, to be perfectly honest with you. I think we have to get rid of the mech. There we go. Problem there is he gets a really nice trade, actually. And, I don't know. It's hard to know, isn't it? It's hard to know. He has a lot of things that require mechs. We talk about that technician, the Tinkertown technician, that needs a mech in play for him to get the most value out of it. So it really depends on whether he has a mech there and then, if that was the right play. If I could have seen his hand and gone, does he need a mech? Then maybe I would have played that differently.
Here we go.
We do have the Iron Sensei. I'm going to play around a Consecrate at the moment. I don't really want to, like, fuel him too much. But if we can get some nice value out of this Iron Sensei, this could be big. This could be really big. It's finally time for us to use this. We're looking quite hurt right now. We have a sap for any big threat that he has, such as, I don't know, Tyrion. Something like that. We can empty our hand and sprint back. He's filling his hand, which is fine. Bit afraid to Iron Sensei at the moment now. Yeah, really afraid, because if Iron Sensei and it buffs up that, it's frozen. But then again, it's not like it can attack anyway. Yeah, I got a sprint. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this.
This guy's
Here
toast.
we go.
Empty my hand and sprint next turn. And then I can weapon up as well. Which are you going to buff up, Mr. Sensei? Which mech? Good. Good. I mean, the fact that it's going to keep drawing him cards is bad. But I think that's more of a threat for him right now that he wants to get rid of. Because it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I mean, it could have gone both ways. Both of them have their good and bad. Wow, he has Muster for Battle, and he's on 5 mana. Son of a wait, what? That's not a Quartermaster. I guess I sap that back then. You think? Is that what I'm going to do with my turn? Sap it back? Probably. Probably. Let's find out. Wow. The Fan of Knives. Yeah, I think I want to do as much damage as I can here. Can't Fan of Knives this turn.
Here we go.
If I trade, this is going to die. Do I want to backstab? No, I've got the Fan of Knives. I think we go face. on everything.
Hey, lights out.
Apart from the dagger, obviously. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so he's quite hurt. Wow, that's getting quite big. They're both pretty big right now, both on 6 damage. It's split up the damage. The Harvest Goblin's going to be very hard to deal with for him right now. And it looks like right now we have the advantage. We do have the Fan of Knives again to clean out his 1/1s. We're a bit afraid of a Quartermaster, but he should have played a Quartermaster last turn, so I don't think that's going to happen. This is amazing Fan of Knives right now. Or it was. Not so amazing anymore. Either way, it looks like we've won the game. If he doesn't taunt up or, I don't know, do something. He could annoy a Tron, I guess. That could happen. He could. There it is. There it is. All right. It's not quite over, except that it is. Well played. And there you have it, guys. The Miracle Rogue. Wow, he even knows it. Even knows it. The Miracle Rogue. Miracle Rogue. It's tempo. Come on now, Sap. Come on. Come on. Get it together. Oh. Oh, the golden sap. Awesome. That sap we have. We can replace it for the golden sap. But that is the Tempo Rogue GVG version made by Hyped. If you are interested in trying that, go ahead. Just note that I made the changes. There is no 7-drop of the Dr. Boom, and I don't have Trade Prince Gallywigs. The ones that I replaced that for was the Micro Machine, the second Micro Machine, and the Recombobulator, which hasn't been that effective so far in my games, and I'm thinking about cutting him for a second Harvest Golem, just so you know. Where's that sap? Golden sap. There it is. Rogues love sappy movies. Bet they do. I bet they do. Quite a nice effect, actually. I quite like that. And there we go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. There'll be more Hearthstone on the channel again soon. And hopefully the more I play this deck and sort of understand it, there'll be a proper guide up like I did with the Aggro Shaman that I was really happy with. And I really appreciated the response that video got. That I want to do more of that. I just wanted to let you know that I have plans to continue doing that style of video. Just not been playing Hearthstone that much. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.